Word reference stuff? There you go, this is a disaster.
So in the past, I did a video in French trying to pronounce the most difficult French sentences and expressions. So I thought today it would be fun to try to pronounce the most difficult words in French. But what makes French words so difficult to pronounce? Well, it's a combination of three things, in my opinion. First are the vowels. French has 12 standard vowel sounds, 4 nasal vowels, and 3 semi-vowels. Next is the R sound. This noise comes from your throat rather than your mouth, and it can be very, very tricky to learn and to conquer. Last are the silent letters. It can be really difficult to tell when you pronounce a letter in a French word and when it remains silent. So I am looking at an article on the website Talk in French. If you don't know this website, it's excellent. A very good learning resource for those wanting to improve or to learn French. Now, just looking at this list, I know there are some that are going to be easy for me and some that are going to be just really difficult. I don't want to do too many easy ones because that's no fun. You guys want to watch me struggle. So let's go ahead and start. It's kind of tricky because one actually means below or underneath, and the other one means above. Dessus, which I believe is more in the front of your mouth. Dessus and dessous. Dessous. Let's see if I've got this. Dessus, dessous. Literally sounds the exact same. Dessus, dessous. So if I was in a dire situation and I needed to know whether to cut the wire above or below, like 50-50 chance that we all might explode. So if you're bad at pronouncing the R sound in French, which can be kind of difficult to learn, like I feel like the R sound in many languages is different and can be the difference between having an accent or having a subtle accent or having no accent at all. So this one, the difference in the sound is going to be with that R. So when we have to the right or to go straight, we have doit, doit, trois, 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 versus doit, doit.
Trois, doigt.
Oh my gosh, so it almost sounds like trois, number 3, the way he pronounces trois, trois. And maybe it's just the combination of the D and the R. Trois, trois, droit, trois. Ooh, I find myself flicking back and forth. Okay, this next one is one of my favorite words because it's difficult for both Anglophones to say in French and for French speakers to say in English, and it is the French word for squirrel. Écureuil, écureuil.
Écureuil.
Écureuil. He says it with lots of vigor. The next one, they mention in a note in here that you have to be really careful when you say this because it is similar to a profanity in French. So it means in color. The word combo is en couleur, but it sounds very, very close to the word enculé, which is like, but you want to say en couleur, and I think that I'm pronouncing that right, en couleur. Tell me if I'm wrong though. Tell me if I've been saying the other one. Now this one does not look like what it's supposed to because in French often you will not pronounce the end of the word unless there's an E or something that symbolizes you need to pronounce the last consonant. This one does not have an E at the end, so you think it should be en fait, in fact, but en fait, c'est en fait. En fait, on prononce en fait. And I only know this from hearing people because they use it quite often. Similar to how we would use actually, you can't say actuellement because that means currently in French. In French, it's a false friend. So you would say en fait, en fait. Actually, en fait. Now, I love these ones that have a ton of letters and a ton of vowels. It looks like épanouissement, 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 épanouissement. épanouissement. Sometimes you can clip that E sound between things. For example, you could say parce que, or you can say parce que, parce que. I don't know what's more formal, but my phonetics teacher said both was correct. So I'm just gonna believe what he said.
Épanouissement.
Ah, épanouissement. Le fleur blossoming. Wait, I don't even know how to use this in a sentence. And I've never heard or seen this word before. Étang, 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 étang. It sounds like a song. Étang, étang. Ah! Probably a wrong.
Étang.
Étang. It's got a G. You don't pronounce it. For some reason, we pronounce the T in en fait, but we don't pronounce the G here, so there's that. So I love a good L in a French word because it just throws everything off, and usually with L's you have a bunch of different vowels around them as well. So I personally think they're really fun words to pronounce, but they can be really tricky. So this one we have here is armchair, and so I used to think chair was chaise because that's what they teach you in school, and I didn't learn this word until I actually went to France. And I love IKEA, so I was there quite often and I saw this. And I also saw it on the bus because it's used in the word wheelchair. It is fauteuil, fauteuil, fauteuil. And I think wheelchair is fauteuil roulant. Fauteuil? Fauteuil or fauteuil?
Fauteuil.
What?
Fauteuil.
Fauteuil. Fauteuil. Not too bad, honestly. This next one is my favorite. This is my favorite word in French. Feuille. Feuille. It means leaf.
Feuille.
Feuille. I think I'm right. Feuilleté. Feuilleté.
Feuilleté.
Feuilleté. There you go again. We have an E sound that is clipped. Feuilleté. This should be good because it has a ton of R's in it. This one means fur. And I think it is fourrure, 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 fourrure. Woof! Woof, that one's difficult. Fourrure. Oh, I think it was always the word rire that gave me the verb to laugh. Rire. Je ris, tu ris, il rit, rire. So it's R-I-R-E. Double R, not much in between, and this always gave me trouble. Maybe this is going to be like that.
Fourrure.
Fourrure, fourrure. Why does it sound like he's got an I sound at the end? Fourrure, fourrure, fourrure. All right, these are the last ones. And honestly, like, these are ones you encounter pretty early on when you're learning French. Maybe because you use it to describe your feelings. Je suis heureuse because I am a woman, I am happy. Or if I were a man, I would say je suis heureux. Je suis heureux, je suis heureuse. But because you have that R sound and that at the end, this can be really difficult for people to pronounce. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. But immediately following that, we have the word for horror. Horreur. Quelle horreur. Horreur. Which sounds very similar to heureux.
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 Heureuse.
Heureuse. It's like you're saying her, but you cut the H sound. So heureux, heureuse, heureuse. Yeah, so like you cut the H sound in her, and then you add the French R. So I mean, I guess kind of not like saying her. And then let's hear horror.
Horreur.
Horreur. Horreur. It's almost like hour, and then you add an R in the middle. Heureux, heureuse, heureuse, horreur. All right, you guys, that's all I got for today. If you guys want to see another one of these videos, please let me know, and let me know if I butchered anything in the comments below. If not, I'll see you next week for the next episode of French Fridays. Bye, guys. I wanted to start a new series on my channel called French Fridays. So every Friday there will be a video discussing something related to France or French culture or the language. Really, I just want it to be a fun, casual thing. where I can just talk about what I've been thinking of.